What is the measure of average kinetic energy of particles in a system? Option A. Temperature. Which clock have an accuracy of 1 second in every 10 power 9 seconds? Option C. Quartz clock. Which device is used to measure atmospheric pressure? Option A. Barometer. What is the reason for facing difficulties in cooking in a place at higher altitude? Option C. Lack of atmospheric pressure. Pressure applied at any point of a liquid at rest in a closed system will be distributed equally through all directions is stated by. Option A. Pascal's law. Amount of force acting per unit length of the surface of a liquid is called. Option C. Surface tension. Which mirror used to magnify the object placed close to them? Option A. Concave mirror. Who constructed the first parabolic mirrors? Option C. Heinrich Hertz. Which mirror used in torches, searchlights, and headlights as they direct the light to a long distance? Option B. Concave mirror. Which mirror used on a road where there are sharp curves and turns? Option A. Convex mirror. Refractive index of quartz is. Option C. 1.56. When we iron dresses, heat is transferred from iron to the cloth is example of. Option A. Conduction. Amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin is called. Option B. Specific heat capacity. Which device is used to maintain the temperature of a place or an object constantly? Option C. Thermostat. Who invented the vacuum flask? Option B. James Dewar. Who invented the first electroscope? Option C. William Gilbert. The process of depositing a layer of one metal over the surface of another metal by passing electric current is called. Option B. Electroplating. Fuse is a strip of alloy wire which is made up of. Option A. Lead and tin. The amount of water vapor present in the air is known as. Option B. Humidity. What form of energy is transferred by sound from one medium to any other medium? Option C. Mechanical waves. Maximum displacement of a vibrating particles from its mean position is called. Option D. Amplitude. What is the frequency range for audible sound. Option B 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Temperature at which ferromagnetic material becomes paramagnetic is called. Option C Curie temperature. Which clocks have an accuracy of 1 second in every 10 power 13 seconds? Option B atomic clock. Which is the strongest and most powerful magnet on the earth? Option A neodymium. What is the range of magnitude of the magnetic field strength at the earth's surface? Option B 25 to 65 microtesla. What is the full form of MRI? Option C magnetic resonance imaging. When did the General Conference on Weights and Measures at Paris held? Option D 1960. 1 second is the time required for the light to propagate how many meters? Option B 29 crore 97 lakhs 92,458 meter. The measure of the power of emitted light by a light source in a particular direction per unit solid angle is called. Option B luminous intensity. 1 millennium is equal to. Option C 3.16 into 10 power 9 seconds. Which of the following is used to measure weight? Option C spring balance. What does the body possess at the highest point when it is thrown vertically upward in space? Option B zero velocity and acceleration due to gravity. Which acceleration is directed radially towards the center of the circle? Option C centripetal acceleration. Ride in a merry-go-round will experience an outward pull as rotates about vertical axis is due to. Option B centrifugal force. What is the adapted level of human lung to breathe at pressure of a sea level? Option B 101.3 kilopascal. What happens if the density of a substance is less than the density of a liquid? Option D float. Find out the correct statement about buoyant force. Option A salt water has more buoyant force than fresh water. Which law states that body immersed in a fluid experiences a vertical upward buoyant force equal to the weight of the fluid it displaces? Option A Archimedes principle. The charge of an electron is equal to. Option A 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Which law obeys for electrostatic force between 2 point charges? Option A Newton's third law. Measure of work done on unit positive charge to bring it to that point against all electrical force is called. Option A. Electric potential. Which instrument used to measure the potential difference? Option C. Voltmeter. Conversion of electrical energy into heating energy is called. Option D. Joule's heating. The process of conduction of electric current through solution is called. Option A. Electrolysis. Extremely weak electric current is produced in a human body by movement of charged particle are called. Option B. Synaptic signals. What device is used to convert alternative current to direct current? Option A. Rectifier. In India, the voltage and frequency of alternative current used for domestic purpose is. Option D. 220 volt and 50 Hz. What is the unit of magnetic flux? Option B. Weber. Flow of heat through a fluid from the places of higher temperature to the places of lower temperature by movement of fluid itself is called. Option A. Convection. Fleming's right hand rule is also called. Option C. Generator rule. Light is a form of energy which travels as. Option A. Electromagnetic waves. The branch of physics that deals with the properties and applications of light is called. Option B. Optics. Who made the first land based estimation of speed of light? Option A. Armand Fizeau. The angle of incidence at which angle of refraction is 90 degree is called. Option C. Critical angle. Who is called as father of fiber optics? Option A. Narendra Kapani. The line connecting the planet and the sun covers equal area in equal interval of time is denoted by. Option A. The law of equal areas. Process of heat transfer in solids from a region of higher temperature to the region of lower temperature without movement of molecules is called. Option B. Conduction. The process in which a liquid is converted to vapor by absorbing heat is called. Option C. Vaporization. What is the minimum time interval between the original sound and the reflected sound to hear a echo? Option C. zero point 0.1 second. When the pressure of gas is kept constant, the volume of gas is directly proportional to the temperature of a gas is stated by. Option C. Charles' law. When did the first artificial satellite Sputnik was launched? Option B 1956. Force acting on a body is directly proportional to the rate of change of linear momentum of a body, and change in momentum takes place in a direction of the force is stated by option B Newton's second law. What is the mass of the earth? Option C 5.972 into 10 power 24 kilogram. All planets revolve around the sun in elliptical orbits with the sun at one of their foci is denoted by option B the law of ellipses. The study of moving bodies under the action of forces is called option A dynamics. The motion of bodies without considering the cause of motion is called option C kinematics. Interaction of light ray with the particles of pure liquid or transparent solid which leads to change in wavelength or frequency is stated by option B Raman scattering law. Any body would like to continue to be in its state or rest or the state of motion is called option B inertia. Every body continues to be in state of rest or the state of uniform motion along a straight line unless it is acted upon by some external force is stated by option A Newton's first law. A large force acting for a very short interval of time is called option C impulse. Hydrogen bomb is working on the principle of option A nuclear fusion. An isotope of americium is used in the industries to detect option A smoke detector. Propulsion of rocket is based on option C Newton's third law and conservation of linear momentum. Second law of refraction is also called option B Snell's law. The amount of scattering of light is inversely proportional to the fourth power of its wavelength is stated by option C Rayleigh's scattering law. When the temperature of a gas is kept constant, the volume of fixed mass of the gas is inversely proportional to its pressure is stated by option B Boyle's law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. They always act on two different bodies is stated by option C Newton's third law. At constant pressure and temperature, the volume of gas is directly proportional to the number of atoms or molecules present in it is stated by option D Avogadro's law. Value of Boltzmann constant is option A 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 joule per Kelvin. Atom bomb is working on the principle of option B, nuclear fission. An isotope of californium is used in the airlines to detect option B, explosives in the luggage. When was the Indian Atomic Energy Commission was established? Option D, August 1948. The measure of the amount of matter in an object is called option B, mass. Gravitational pull of the moon is equal to option B, 1/6 of the Earth's pull. What device is used for indicating distance traveled by an automobile? Option A, odometer. Who invented the ruler or scale used nowadays to measure length? Option C, William Bedwell. The standard meter rod placed at the Bureau of Weights and Measures in Paris is made up of option D, alloy of platinum and iridium. Who was the first Indian astronomer to observe the Earth rotates from the west to the east? Option B, Aryabhatta. In which motion a body come back to the same position after a fixed interval of time? Option D, oscillatory motion. Measuring of total kinetic energy of constituent particles of an object is option B, heat. The measurement of warmness or coldness of a substance is called option A, temperature. What is the reason for cracking of glass vessel while pouring hot water in it? Option A, unequal expansion of outer and inner surface. Which type of glass used in kitchen and laboratory to avoid cracking? Option A, borosilicate. In Hydel power station, what energy is converted into electrical energy? Option C, kinetic energy. A device that converts chemical energy into electrical energy is called option D, cell. What instrument is used to find the quantity of current flowing through the circuit? Option C, ammeter. Who discovered the directing property of magnet? Option C, Chinese. What is the value of gallon, ounce, and quart? Option B, 3785 ml, 30 ml, 1 liter. What is the density of mercury at room temperature? Option D, 13,600 kilogram per meter cube. What is the average distance between the earth and the sun? Option A 149.6 million kilometer. What is the unit for measuring the speed of aeroplanes and ships? Option B knot. What is the condition for good stability of object? Option D all the above. What is the measuring range of clinical thermometer? Option C both A and B. What is the average internal temperature of humans? Option B 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. What is the equation for converting Fahrenheit to Rankine? Option D Fahrenheit plus 459.67. Kolkata Electric Supply Corporation Limited commissioned the first thermal power plant in India on Option D 17 April 1899. What is the value of 1 unit of Coulomb? Option B 6.242 into 10 power 18 proton or electron. Who discovered the magnetic effect of electricity? Option A Hans Christian Ørsted. Who is the first one to experiment with the light and found the rectilinear propagation of light? Option B Al Hasan Haytham. Materials that are not able to allow light to pass through are called. Option B Opaque material. Optical fiber is a device that works on the principle of. Option C total internal reflection. Which color has shorter wavelength? Option A violet. Which color has longer wavelength? Option D red.